Welcome to part 5 of entering the Bolt Hackathon as a non-technical person. In this part, I set up my OpenAI integration and my Supabase database, which went terribly wrong, but I'll tell you about it after I show you my progress after having figured it out.
If there's an exact match for the item you're searching in the inventory, it'll show here as you type, but if there's not, you can go ahead and search it all the way. And you can see AI-generated smart suggestions based off of rules you've input or similar items. You can go in and add individual items, but you can also add a container, and you can just list all the things that are in the container and they get added to my database as individual items themselves. And now you can see all these things in this container are getting added as individual items in my inventory. And if I go ahead and search something similar like art paper, the smart suggestions suggest to search in this bin. I'm also making great progress on my fun feature panic mode, which is when your partner is approaching and you're starting to panic.
So, thrilled with how it's looking. Let me tell you about my Supabase installation. I've never used it before. I followed the instructions to create an account, connect the account to Bolt, etc., press integrate, and then I gave it probably what was a terrible prompt. So I said, go ahead, Bolt. These are the 10 types of different data that I think it's going to need to store, and also create the login screen and do the user authentication, just do it all at once. And what it spat out was a series of errors that Bolt could not fix on its own. And it was just error after error after error. I went and consulted a whole bunch of tips on YouTube and the tech docs and the guidance that's provided, etc., and no luck. So I went for a long run and I reconsidered everything, and I decided I was gonna do a video dropping out of the hackathon because I couldn't even get Supabase installed. And then I came back and I rolled my Bolt project back with a backup to before I started the whole thing. And I pressed integrate again, and I said, just start with one thing. Let's work on the user login with authenticating users. And we got that working. And then I did it step by step. Great. Let's add items. Now group the items into containers, then group the containers into rooms. Doing it that way avoided all the error messages, and then from there, installing the OpenAI API key was a breeze. My lesson learned was to keep it simple, stupid. Now it's working. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in part 6.